Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Barefoot. Good morning, Jug FL Promoter. Good morning, James Babe. Good morning, Miss Jane. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all doing alright? Hey, Miss Baby, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Everybody having a good morning so far? How the children's doing? 'Cause over here we don't disparage children, but we likes to say, how they doing? Hey, my gangster sauce. Gangster sauce, I fell asleep watching your stream, and I woke up this morning and it was still on. Well, it wasn't on, it was off. You had done got off there, but it was still in my tab, like where it had ended and whatnot. I fell asleep during your live. I sure did, girl. I sure did. But cause I go to bed early. One of these days I might have to catch you when you on during the daytime so I can hit your lanky lank. I've been wanting to play with your lank. I've been wanting to touch the lank and stuff. But one day I might have to catch you when I'm not fisting go to sleep. I shoulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Um, but you know what, Gangsta Sauce? I wanted to say something to you. I think you're one of the most amazing humans. You're sweet. You're kind. Also, I really love your like different kind of hairs. I think they're so purty. I don't know where you got them, but girl, they purty. All I wanna do is touch your leg. uh, but I do. I love like I tune in to you one day. You have one hair, and I tune in to another. It's so pretty. I don't know where you got them all, but they're so pretty. I myself just have straight brown hair. It don't do nothing. I can't get it to curl. So I just throw that shit in a ponytail all the time. Yep, Sometimes I'll wear it down, but my hair is down to the middle of my back. I've let my hair grow for years. I will say that I've cut it here and there. There's a couple years ago I cut it off to my shoulders. The only thing I'll say is when you got chubby cheek syndrome like I do. See, I got chubby cheek syndrome. I ain't never hid that from nobody. Good morning, Mr. Maddie. Good morning, crazy purple Kirby lady. Um, anyway, I ain't never hid the fact that I got chubby cheek syndrome, right? But if you cut your hair off and you got chubby cheek syndrome, do you know it makes your face look fatter? For me, it does anyway. I don't know why. I got chubby cheek syndrome. I've always had it. And which a lot of people, when they meet me in real life, like on here, obviously, and in picture, I look bigger than what I am. Almost every single person I have met in real life from the internet tells me, "Where's the rest of you? What happened? You look smaller. What's going on here?" I'm like, I don't know. I look fat as hell in photos sometimes. I don't know what it is. Because my weight distributes differently, I'm almost 5'7", right? And my weight distributes to where it goes to my titties and my ass and my thighs, baby. I call myself slim thick, and yes, I do have a roll at the end of my stomach. You want to know why? Because I had a baby. And when I had my baby, I gained excess fluid, which made me have excess skin, which I can't get rid of unless I have surgery. And guess what, bitch? I ain't having surgery, so my man loves it. I love it, and so it don't matter. Hey, Stiffy. I'm just saying. How's y'all's day been? How's y'all weekend? Miss Maddie, when you gonna do another live? I love your live. You know what I'm saying? I need more Mr. Matty Marinera in my life. Where is your Yeah, I think it's funny when people like a lot of us women are like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't no stick figure. Some of us are, and that's okay. Some of us are fluffy, some of us work. I call myself slim thick, right? And the reason I say slim thick is cuz I'm not really like big and I'm not really small. So I'm what they call average size. You know what I'm saying? When I go to the store, I can't wear nothing larger than a large. I wear a 14 in pants. Now I used to wear a size 8. But you want to know something? Once you have a baby and your hips spread, and especially a boy, I would never be able to get back into that size to save my life. I would never be able to get back. Even at my smallest, after I had him, I lost a shit ton of weight after I had him because I had liver condition, right? So I got small as hell, right? And the smallest I could get down to was a 12. That's the smallest because my hips spread after having a baby. A lot of I don't know if y'all men's know this, but our hips absolutely do shift after having kids. Hey, shit, you love your food. That's all that matters. Love your food, baby. Tell them, say, I love my food. I love my food. I love being fluffy. And at least I ain't a damn. You know what I'm saying? See, here's the thing. I can fix my fat, but can they fix they ugly? I could lose some weight anytime I damn well choose to. But I don't want to. I love my weight and I love my food and my man loves it and he got more to hold on to. You know what I'm saying? I've always heard it's more cushion for the pushing, baby. That's what I heard. I don't know about y'all, but that's what most men say. You know, most men say they like a little meat on the bones. You know what I'm saying? I know, right? Being skinny and fit is cool and all, but you know, bacon. Dick dive save lives. I done said that. That's my saying, y'all. I'm gonna get me a T-shirt. I've been saying I'm gonna do a store. I'm gonna do some merchandise, and I'm gonna get one shirt, and I'm gonna put on there, "Thick thighs save lives." They save the lives. They really do. I love my cake. I'm sorry. I can't give it up. You know, I love my cookies and my sweets. And if y'all catch me in chats, y'all gonna see me asking. Y'all gonna see me asking the question of the hour is who got the cake and who got the cookies and who's got the sweets. And I will say I really did. I love when Mr. MRE does his lives and we get to see Rocco out. I just love that dog. I think he's the cutest, sweetest little thing. You know what I'm saying? I just love animals. Bacon is key. It really is Arkansas. Oh, you having a Haagen Dazs double caramel ice cream bar? Y'all, Michelle, she talking dirty in chat. She talking dirty, y'all. Ooh, that's the breakfast of champions for real. I love butter, and butter goes with everything. Don't it, crazy purple lady? Butter goes with everything. Man, you ever cook some good eggs and you put some butter? You don't even. I don't use oil for my eggs, right? I take about two little good scoops of butter and I put it in the pan and I do my eggs with that. Butter makes it better. Hey, Miss CFM Queen Beautiful. Butter makes everything better. It really does. Sorry, but it's a good thing. It tastes delicious. Now, I will say that I do use margarine right now over butter, health reasons. Um, now if I'm gonna toast the bread, Mr. Maddie, hell yeah, I'm gonna toast that bread. I'm gonna put some butter on both sides. Now, Mr. Maddie, okay. Imagine this. I done cooked up your bacon. It's that thick cut good bacon, right? And I done made it just that perfect where it's crispy, but it's not burnt, but it's not like floppy neither. It's that good shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's got that perfect texture. And I done took the eggs, right? I done put the milk in them. I done fluffed them up. I done took some butter, put it in a pan. I done scrambled them up real good. And then I take your bread and I put a little butter on each side. And I put that in the pan. And I put your eggs, your bacon, and some cheese on top. Then I slap that shit together. And then I cut it in half. And see, it's got the butter on both sides. So it's toasted and good as shit. See, that's some good ass food right there. I'm talking dirty. I'm talking dirty to people. You don't want her, Mr. Maddie. You don't want her. I wish you. Now, one of my sisters passed away. One of my sisters, she a drug addict, and the other sister's crazy as hell. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been asked that question though, and then let me tell you what I've been told. I gotta tell y'all. I gotta tell y'all what I got told by my sister's boyfriend, one of her boyfriends. Uh, he literally said, he looked at me, and he said, um, "Why didn't I meet you first?" I'm like, sorry, you done been with my sister. I don't do that. Mm-mm. And I do not put incest to the test. That's some bullshit. That's nasty as hell. I've also never dated anybody that my siblings have dated. That's also gross. Uh-uh. I ain't gonna be. Mm-mm. I see. I could never date nobody my sister done dated because I'd be like, you know what I mean? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, thank you. Uh, James. See, crazy purple lady. My husband, he rolls his own cigars sometimes with those. Because he does cigars, right? And so he likes the pipe tobacco cigars, right? So he will take those King Palms and he'll make his own blend of cigar, pretty much. He does roll your own cigars. Hey, happy lie, happy, happy. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. I had to do that for Happy every time I see him. And if y'all, the other day I didn't get to do it for my, if y'all see Pretty Chocolate Girl here, I'm always gonna tell her, I'm always gonna tell her that, she's my rose garden. So if y'all see her, I have to sing another song for her, right? See, now that's the something. My sister used to go after dudes who like me, right? There was a lot of dudes who liked me, wanted to be with me, and she would intentionally do that because she wanted to pull them. And I'm like, I don't care. You're not bothering me none. I didn't want them anyway. But yeah, she would do that shit. It was crazy. It was crazy. And they thought after they dated her, they could date me. I'm like, you fucking crazy. You should have held out. Shouldn't have done that shit. Now you a no go for real. Even if, like, nope. Oh, also, y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. One of my now there's something down here. I don't know if y'all make it up north, but we have what they call tomato gravy and biscuits. Okay, so basically you take tomatoes, you take a can of tomatoes, right, and you make a gravy out of it. Just you take basically make like you make the roux. You take the flour and put it in the pan and brown it up and then put some water in it, thicken it, and then you put the well, instead of using water to get it unthick, why not you use tomato juice and then you put the tomatoes in it and you make a gravy out of it, kind of like you would a brown gravy or a milk gravy, and then you put it over biscuits and you put your seasonings in it and stuff. Now you can soup up gravy down here with a little bit of extra, like sausage. Take you some sausage and use the sausage grease or the bacon grease as your. Usually we like to use sausage or bacon grease. We done made you hungry, Sippy? Yeah, we love food around her. We have to have our conversations about food. We're gonna talk about food. We're gonna talk about animals. We might even you never know. We might be talking about the next thing you know. Oh, it's supposed to rain here all day today, y'all. Oh, I don't. I like the rain because it brings beautiful things, right? April showers bring May flowers, right? You know the old saying, which is May now, but hey, if it's less fattening, it's less fattening. Uh huh. But we love. See, that's some crazy, Michelle. Sometimes I don't eat but once a day because I don't get hungry that often. And then like if I get hungry later that afternoon, that's all I want is dessert. Cause like I'll eat my lunch, I'll eat a healthy lunch or whatnot, and then I'll be full for the rest of the day. And so I just get me a little dessert for later. I know you're supposed to eat three small meals, but sometimes I only eat once, and it's cause I'm just not hungry. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't eat breakfast a lot. Like I'll do a granola bar in the morning because I'm not really one of those people that are breakfast eaters. Like I don't get real hungry in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So I just eat the granola bar because I got to take my medications or whatnot. Yeah, I just eat when I'm hungry. I don't try to force myself or none of that stuff to eat, 3, 4 meals a day. If you had to pick a favorite meal, like your favorite ultimate meal of all time, if let's say you was on death row and you had one meal left to get, what would you get? I guess I've been intermittent fasting my whole damn life, Miss CFM Queen. So you would do a Reuben and a French dip. Uh huh. You know you lying, seeds and floor popcorn. Mm-hmm. He just being funny. If I had to choose a last meal, it's gonna be between one or two things. Now the first one, yeah, I'm gonna say it. See, I was thinking that Stiffy. I was thinking that that was the hard choice between that and my mama's fried pork chops. If I had to have a last meal, it would be my mama's fried pork chops, some cheesy tots. And I mean, when I say cheesy tots, I want it smothered in cheese with bacon all over it, right? Tater tots, and you pour queso and cheese, and you put bacon all over it. It's good as hell. Okay. So I was thinking that would, and then I need the dessert's gonna be hard. There's three different desserts that I absolutely adore. In New York, in Long Island, they have a place called Teller's, right? And they get this cake brought in. It's a triple chocolate cake. It's the shiznit. It's gonna be between that or the Tim Tam cake from Outback. And there's a third one over there at the bakery at the German restaurant. They got this good, yeah. Tellers of Babylon. If y'all ain't never been, I'm telling you, if you ever in Long Island, New York, go to Tellers. Trust me, and order that bacon as your appetizer. Oh my God, that bacon is good as hell. Ooh, oh yeah, and my mama's banana pudding. See, that's gonna be a hard choice for me. The dessert, Stiffy, is gonna be the hard choice for me. Mm-hmm. You'd eat casamillas, king crab legs, filet and steak with a sauce of asparagus and hollandaise sauce and a mashed potatoes and a starter of Maryland crab cakes with caper sauce. Now, I would say Clams Casinos is real good, and that might be my appetizer. See, I'd be all over the place with it, y'all. I'd be all over the place. Like I'd have something. Oh, and then what about a good old chicken parm from my mama-in-law? Oh, see, y'all know that I would be a fat ass on my last day. I swear to God. Yes, Teller's is so good. Oh, it's so good. They got some good ass steaks too. I got me a damn I forgot what it was. It was one of their aged steaks and it had bone in. And that damn steak was so delicious. And they're so good to you also when you go to Tellers. If you're telling them you're doing a special event like a first date or an anniversary or something like that, they treat you so good. They do. They're really nice. Also, there's a little eatery. Yeah, good old tomahawk. So good. So good. Ooh, I would go out. I'm gonna say this. Oh, Bateros is also, yeah. We went there. Yeah, that technically our first date, CFM Queen, was at Tellers. We of course been dating for a while online, but I'm talking about like our first in person when we chose our date, right? That's where we went was Tellers. It was so good, and I got to try three different kind of like they gave me a wine sampler and everything. It was so sweet and kind, and they was just nice. Oh, that it was really good. It was awesome. If you had to choose one thing that you love dearly to cut out of your life when it comes to food, what could you get rid of? That's another good question. Think about it. If you have like, I'm not talking about something you don't like. I'm talking about something you like, but you got to cut it out to save the other stuff. What would it be and why? So I got to take one of my favorite foods and cut it out. Hey, Miss Casey, how you doing? How's your babies doing? How's everybody over that way? See, now chicken wouldn't be the easiest for me because my mama's fried chicken is out this world. Um, but if I had to choose between the pork chops and the chicken, I'll cut out the chicken. Uh huh. If I had to choose between my mama's fried pork chops and fried chicken, I would cut out the fried chicken and I would keep the pork chops. That's how much I love those pork chops. Oh, okay. So if I ever go up there near Niagara Falls or Ontario, Canada, and we go to Casamia's, we gotta tell Dominic that you sent us. Okay. So I'll remember that. I'll try to anyway. I'll be done forgot it already because I forget. Within like 2 seconds. What we talking about right now, Miss Case? We talking about food. We talking about food. We love food, and food's like everything. Ooh, we some fluffy mofo's. I think I also do want to say this. Yesterday, I did walk away from the screen a few times and I was trying to what do you call that? Multitask while things were on. So if anything happened in chat or anything I might have missed or anything might have been said, you can tell me. I don't know because you know what I mean. I was doing that. I did have to go get my food. There was a couple times I had to go pee. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. That did happen yesterday. Now, if you ever come down here, I'll tell you. Go to Skybox in South Hill. They good. Go to Simmer Down over there in I think it's in Boonville or Baldwin. Baldwin. It's in Baldwin. That's good as hell. Um, and then go to in Tupelo, we got a lot of good places now. I will tell you this. We got a lot of good places. If you're going to go get you some chicken, Slim Chickens is good. Go to Dodges. It's a gas station, but they got some good ass food. They awesome. Oh, okay. Hold on. Hey, church lady. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry about that. I had to help fix the lighter and do the stuff and do the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Had to do the stuff. I had fun yesterday over there with you, church lady, about the Tupac man. I don't know if y'all know, but I shared it on my community wall. He did a video on that. Y'all know I be watching some of them interviews that Vlad dude be doing. They be snitching. They be snitching like a mofo. Do they not? They be just be up in there snitching on stuff. I'm like, y'all realize you admitting to murder, right? There is no statute of limitation on that. Y'all meant to shoot people up and shit. Like there ain't no statute of limitation. You snitching on yourself. You gonna send yourself to prison over that stuff? Lord, sweet baby Jesus. Oh, also, if Mr. Get to Know comes in, y'all remind me that yesterday his book did come in. I bought it, and I'm gonna read it. Break the Silence is here. I'm gonna turn to a random page and read y'all one of his poems. Um, so I'm gonna choose. Okay, I got it. Somebody in the chat choose me a regular, just a random number. One pay. There's pages one through. Let's see. Where is it? One through. Let's see. How many pages are there? One through 94. Choose me a random number, one through 94. I'll read one of his poems to y'all, so y'all, read you a book this morning. First number I see randomly, 1 through 94. I will read a passage from the book. I did get it yesterday. Just saying. My eyeball is itching. Ah, my allergies are acting up, so my eyes have been real itchy. Anybody got any plans for today? You gonna be doing anything cool, copacetic, anything fun? And does anybody have a special meal planned? Did anybody do anything cool for Cinco de Mayo? Did you go out drinking? Did you get a little too drunk last night? I got an idea also for Topic Tuesday I was gonna run by y'all. Okay, you know how they do those wheel spins? I was thinking about doing those wheel spins, right? And putting in a bunch of different topics like true crime or this, that, and the next thing, health and wealth, wellness, mental health, all these different things. And I was going to do, like for every morning on Topic Tuesday, um, unless somebody's got a specific topic they want to talk about, I was going to do a wheel spin for the Topic Tuesdays and let whatever the wheel spins on, let it be what we talk about on Tuesdays. Do y'all think that's a good idea? Because, I created Topic Tuesday for the subscribers. I really did. Because, a lot of, content creators, they do their content and everything else. But I wanted to give the audience a chance to participate, you know what I'm saying, in a Topic Tuesday, right? And so that's why I came up with Topic Tuesday, was so that, you know, y'all, like, here's the thing, I'm not wanting to put all the responsibility on y'all's backs, right? But to give y'all the option to have a day to where what you think about, what you want to talk about, is talked about, right? Like, you got a specific thing that you absolutely love, like you love scary stories, or you love things. Let's say you're a true crime fanatic, or you like serial killers, or you like TV shows, or something like that. Then we could absolutely, or you wanted to learn about something or talk about something in the news, um, y'all have the opportunity to do so on Topic Tuesday. That's why I created it, to say the God honest truth. It was so everybody could, talk about their stuff and have a good morning. Like, we could talk about puppy dogs and kitty cats. Also, I got to get a new picture. When I do, I'll show y'all of Duchess. She's doing really well. She is. She's doing really well. She's getting her little fluff ball on. See, that's what I'm talking about. I could put in the wheel of thing food, wellness, and scary movies, right? And we could spin the wheel and we could talk about it. Of course, we could just jump around topics too. But I thought that might be a good idea to like put a bunch of stuff in there and do that. I know, right? She won't sit still right now to get a good picture. She's still young and always wanting to go, wow! Now, I will say, when it comes to scary movies, I love scary movies, but some folks do not like scary movies, but I love scary movies. I love scary video games. Um, I will say we watched Terrifier 1 and 2, and I know Terrifier 3 came out. I don't. Did we watch We ain't watched Terrifier 3 yet, have we? I know the Wolfman was good. If you get a chance to watch the Wolfman, it's real good. Jump up, jump up, get down. Yeah, she can't. She won't sit still. She's so full of energy right now. Being a pup, we cannot get her to sit still to take a picture. The only reason I got her to sit still that one day was to get her because she laid down in my lap. You know what I'm saying? Now I will say this: there a lot of people. There's a scary movie. There's two scary movies when I was little, and they only scared me for a specific reason. Okay, I was scared of a movie called Ticks, and the only reason, let me explain to you something. It's not because, hey, my Sislo, oh my God, I have missed you so much. Now, if y'all don't know it, Sislo is my sister from another mister, and I love that lady right there, and she's just a blessing. She's a blessing. If y'all didn't know, I love me some Sislo. I always have. I gotta show your channel, Sislo. I got to, cause I know you ain't did a lot of lives recently, but I love me some Sislo. How's the grands doing? How's the babies? But the Wolfman movie was really good. It's the new horror movie. If you get a chance to watch it, it's real good. The new Nosferatu was good. Um, we watched that one, both of them. Those were really good. Um, but I was scared of that, and let me explain to you why. I love you on purpose too. I always will. Um, the ticks movie is about these ticks that grow over, get really really big, right? Well, there was some dumbass redneck in the backwoods who was growing weed and he was spraying chemicals on it, right? And the chemicals mixed with the THC mixed with the oil made the ticks grow too big. Don't that sound like some shit that really happened? That's why it freaked me out, because I'm like, yeah, there could be some dumbass redneck in the backwoods growing some weed, and he done put all kind of chemicals on that shit, and that shit mixed together, and it caused some kind of animal problems. You just moved? Yay! And then cabin fever, and I'm gonna explain. Actually, cabin fever is just gross, the movie itself. But the reason cabin fever actually is scary in real life, there really is a flesh-eating bacteria that can be found in water, and they had a problem with it in Georgia at one time, if y'all remember, and in different places. And that shit could really happen. That shit could really happen. So that's why those kind of movies, I'm like, nah, f that shit. I'm good. I didn't drink water for a long time after watching that movie. I'm gonna say this. Mm-mm. I couldn't do it. I watched the new one too, CFM Queen. Think about it though. That shit could really happen. Cause there already is a flesh-eating bacteria in water. People don't know that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to put the chemicals and treat the chemicals with your water. That shit could really happen. Some dumbass could absolutely go to one of the reservoirs, have some kind of flesh eating thing, fall into the water, and then we all fucked. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, that's just scary as hell. You know what I'm saying? That could really happen. Yeah, that one got survived, man. Come back just to only get shot, bro. It's messed up, dog. That's why I can't stand them horror movies that are more like it could actually happen type of situation. But most horror movies don't scare me, right? Because I've watched so many, and most time I can absolutely call out what's gonna happen, right? Like I could call out what's gonna happen, and like because it's super predictable nowadays. Most of them are, and that's why when I watched the movie Thanksgiving, it's called Thanksgiving. I absolutely like that movie because you don't know, and you're like, yeah, I think this person did it, and then you're like, no, that's not the person that did it, and you get totally blindsided. So I kind of liked it, the fact that it was not as predictable and hard to figure out who did it. I know, right? The wrong turn movies just they be freaky. I'm gonna tell you something about them wrong turn. There's only one reason I can't stand some of those movies, CFM Queen. When it comes to the grape situation and it looks more realistic, I cannot watch those movies because they're just it's the some like the New Hills Have Eyes when they redid it one night and they showed that one scene to me it was really super disturbing. Um, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, most slashers are super predictable. Like you can pretty much guess who did it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can guess who did it, and like you know what I mean? And it's super predictable that the white bitch is gonna fall and break an ankle. I'm sorry, but I can't stand that shit when the bitches be falling. I'm like, bitch, get the fuck up and run. Stop being a little hoe about it. I hate when them bitches be falling and breaking ankles. I'm like, stop breaking your damn ankle. Why you always doing that? Why you always falling? Shit. Does that stuff not upset y'all when them dumbasses decide to go down in the basement knowing there ain't no way to get out? Or they go up in the attic knowing they gonna get caught and you like you how you gonna get out of there, you stupid idiot. Like sometimes I be hollering at the TV. I admit it. I can't help myself because I want to call out why you doing dumb shit. I'm like, why you doing dumb shit? Don't touch that. You know it's fucking haunted. Why you playing with the damn dog? You know that dog's haunted and shit. Why you touching it? They just be doing dumb shit. I'm like, why you doing dumb shit? Like you touching the thing that you know is haunted as shit. Why you doing it? I'm like, that y'all doing some dumb ass shit. I mean, just I swear. I have heard a lot. Like, here's the thing: you got to be careful going to these estate sales and buying stuff, going to yard sales and buying stuff and all this stuff, because you never know. You never know if you go pick up something from one of these things if it's haunted or not. You gotta be careful buying mirrors that are they may be beautiful, but you never know. You never know. I we got this one antique shop. I would love and babe, you know which one I'm talking about? The two-story antique shop. I would like to walk through there with an EFM reader one day and just see, like, see how haunted that damn place is. Islands of the Dolls, yeah. Let's show people that because I don't think they understand what we talking about. CFM Queen. Okay, let me show y'all some shit. This is some freaky looking shit, y'all. Yeah, yeah, the one in Mexico. I think she's talking about the one in Mexico. This some freaky looking shit, y'all. The Island of the Dolls. Man, don't that look freaky as all get out? That's some. Look at that. Look at that stuff. Look at that head of that dog, and it got one little hair spot. Eyes all messed up and shit. The island of the dolls in Spanish is Las Alas de los Mucacas. Mucacas. I don't know. I hope I said it right. Munchas. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not a Spanish speaker. I admit it. Um, is in Champa of the Laguna de Tequila, located in the channels of the Camilico, south of central Mexico. And we gonna read about it, y'all. We gonna read about it. And the doll, it has dolls of various sizes, colors that can be found throughout the island. Local legends surrounded the dolls and the island's reclusive former owner Don Julio Santa Barria, making the island a popular destination for dark tourism. History. In the mid 20th century, Barrera began to collect dolls and hang them around the small island. The island gained notoriety in 1943 when Mexican director Emilio Fernandez used it as a location to film Maria Candelaria. After Barrera's death in 2001, his family opened the island to the public as a tourist attraction. In addition to the hundreds of dolls, the grounds host three huts and a small museum with articles from local newspapers about both the island and the previous owner. In one room hut Barra slept in, The first doll Bear collected is displayed, as well as Augustine, his favorite doll. The island of the dolls is accessible to the public via gondola like boats referred to as chigineras. Most rowers are willing to transport people to the island, but there are those who refuse out of superstition. The journey often includes a tour of the ecological area, a Jolte Museum, a Palecto Canal, the Chisulu Lagoon, and the Lorana Island. Legend. Bear is said to have either come across the body of a girl floating in the canals or failed to save her from drowning. The next day, Bear found a doll drifting down the canal. Believing it belonged to the girl, he hung the doll from a tree in her memory and as a talisman to ward off evil spirits. It is sometimes claimed that Briera found a second doll in the canal the next day. It is speculated that after her death, the young girl's spirit haunted the island, and to appease her, Briera began scouring the trash and trading produce from his garden in exchange for more dolls. Evidence of the girl's existence has yet to be reported. In 2001, Bera's nephew came to the island to help his uncle. As they finished the canal, Bera, then 80, sang passionately, claiming that mermaids in the water were calling for him. The nephew left briefly, and upon his return, found Bera's lifeless face down in the canal in the same spot where the girl was said to have drowned. Since the island became open to the public, there have been reports of the dolls moving their heads, arms, and opening their eyes. Visitors also claim to have heard the dolls whispering to each other. Visitors occasionally place offerings around the dolls in exchange for miracles and blessings. Some change the dolls' clothes and maintain the island as a form of worship. The town has been featured in Travel Channel, Ghost Adventures, Amazon Prime show Lore, is also featured in BuzzFeed Unsolved. So that's the story behind the island of the dolls. Hey, TMW Logger. Hey, Mr. Rubin. Good morning. Hey, Lady Red. Good, beautiful. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go to an island that has a shit ton of creepy ass dolls on it in the first fucking place. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I don't know if I want to go to that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all want to go to an island with the dolls and all that shit. That shit's freaky as hell. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go to a freaky as hell place and possibly, deal with some possession or something. I don't know. I'm good. I'm good on that. Cause I was always taught this simple thing: don't f around and find out. I'm running, and if you see me running down the street, y'all better run too. Something's chasing me. Something bad just happened, or something. And so if I'm running, you better run too. That's all I gotta say. But that is a freaky looking place. Like, look at the images from it. Look at all those dolls with the doll heads on the sticks and just stuck in the walls, and it's just look at all that the dolls everywhere, bro. I don't know. I don't know if I'm cool. I'm cool on that. I ain't going to somewhere with some freaky ass looking dolls, man. I'm good. That's like I don't like going into a room with a bunch of porcelain dolls looking at me and shit. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. These some freaky looking dolls, y'all. Look at all this. I'm good. I'm good on that one. I don't know if I'm gonna be messing around with some dolls, bro. Mm-mm. That's a freaky looking doll, man. Them some scary looking dolls. I don't know. I'm good. That's some freaky looking crap right there. Hey, I'd like to watch the horror movie though, Island of the Dolls, baby. We gotta see where that's streaming at, cause I might want to watch the horror movie based on it. That's a freaky looking shit. I'm good. I'm good on that. Uh huh. And see, Children of the Corn, Mr. Rubin. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. And see, I'm like you. I ain't fucking around finding out with Malachi and them. Uh-uh. I be looking through the cornfields sometimes, Mr. Rubin, when I be going by. 'Cause you know, in the South, we got all kind, right? And I be looking, I be like, this is some strange ass. If I see a kid, like a small, freaky looking kid come out of a cornfield, bitch, I'm running. I'm running. You ain't gonna see me. I ain't playing with that. A lot of them adults stupid as hell, just letting the little kids do stuff to them. Nah, I'm going. I ain't going out like that, homie. I be done football kicked the kid. And you know, in the movie Pet Cemetery, where the little boy comes running up to him, wouldn't you football kick that little boy in the head? I mean, I'm just saying, if he come up to me with a scalpel in his hand and he's acting funky like that, I'm kicking him in the forehead. Like I'm football kicking him. I'm not joking. I will football kick a possessed child. I ain't gonna let you get me and take me out like that. Now, I will say I do not believe the Amityville house is haunted. I do believe that is a hoax, and I believe that he started that information to, pretty much try to get out of the situation. I think that was the setup. Because here's the thing: if that was extremely haunted like they claim it is, it would still be going on to this day. That's what I've drove by CFM Queen. I waved at it. I also rode by the house that the Gaudis owned at one time. We drove by that last time we was up there. A lot of the locals will tell you though, yeah, that they think it's BS. Yeah, we went over there. I went by the Amityville house. Um, I'm telling you, Mr. Rubin. Yeah, I want to play with you. You ain't playing with me. Hi, hot spot love. Um, Also, I'm not sure. I did want to say this. I said it earlier. But I did yesterday step away from the computer a couple times. So if anything was said or done and anything, please let me know. Because I had to go get food. I had to pee a couple times. I'm just admitting. I was also multitasking yesterday. I was on the phone with different things, trying to take care of some stuff. So y'all know I don't normally ever do that, and I'm not normally live for 5 6 hours. But when you out live for 5 6 hours, you gotta pee, man. You just got to. It just is what it is. So I had to get up and walk away. I don't even know what was done, church lady. I may have missed something. I was like, I gotta go pee. I can't hold it no more. But I ain't gonna do that no more. I ain't gonna. Y'all know I don't step away like that. And let no, I don't do that. But I'd football kick that little boy, Mr. Rubin. I would football kick that little boy square in his forehead if he come at me and would say, "I want to play." Uh huh. No, as soon as I walked in that house, I wouldn't even see. He couldn't have got me by cutting the back of my ankle walking down the steps. Cause the minute I heard him in that house laughing and giggling like that, I'd be getting my pow pow and I'd be walking. Um, I have a way to get a hold of Watcher. Um, and y'all can get if y'all have a way to get in contact with her, you can get my information from her. Um, I'm trying to, because I want to make sure, you know what I mean. You know, feel me. But anyway, I would football. I wouldn't even went in the house. I would have walked out the house, got my car, and left. You can have it. I don't own it no more. It ain't even mine. You can have it. You can have it. I don't care. I'm walking away. Set that bitch on fire. I would have set the whole house on fire. Just have it. He wouldn't have got me like he got that little boy. hmm For real though, Mr. Rubin, that's crazy. See, I would have set the whole house on fire. And I will say the remake of the Pet Cemetery is not as good. It's not as creepy as the OG. If you watch it, it's okay. It's just not. You'll see what I'm talking about when you see it. I am on Instagram. My Instagram is Charlie underscore 87. You have to request me though, because I have it set to request. I have it set that way for a reason, so I know who requests me. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can see, who's on my list and stuff. Who trying to request what? I have it set that way. Hey, Miss Beth, how you doing, baby? I've been praying and keeping you close to my heart, love. Also, I will say the remake, they did a prequel, and I kind of like the prequel to Pet Cemetery, but I didn't like the actual remake of the actual movie because they changed too much, in my opinion. I hope you're okay this morning, Miss Beth. I know with things going on, I'm keeping you in my prayers. I just want you to know that. And I want you to know that you loved and you in my heart and you thought about, you know what I mean? With everything. Some of the remakes, Church Lady, are okay. Now, I will say the new Jeepers Creepers, I'm pissed off about that one. I'm still mad at it. Like, they did the creeper dirty, y'all. They did the creeper dirty. I don't like it. I don't like it. And if you watch it, you'll understand what I'm saying. Nuh-uh. They made him too. He looked like it. It didn't look right. It didn't look right. Mm-mm. And the way they confluted the story, I didn't like that neither. Oh, you getting that water? Yeah, you told me about you getting having to get the new Real ID. Have y'all heard about that stuff with the new Real ID where you got to get the star on your ID shit? Y'all got the funeral military style in Pensacola Friday? Well, I'm still gonna keep y'all in my prayers. Yeah, Ruben, they made a new Jeepers Creepers. I'll tell you when it came out. Hold on, I watched it. It may be a little old, but it does not fall in line with the 2000 version, and it is not. I do not care for it. Let's see what it's the newest one. It came out in when did it come out? That newest one. I gotta look because they came out with one in 2022 in 2022. I think that's the one. Yeah, I think it's the one. It's called Reborn. I don't care for it. I'll just tell you that much. You can watch it yourself, but yeah, it's called Reborn. I don't like it. Mhm. Yeah, I got my real ID on accident before they even came out with it and all that stuff. So, yeah, the Jeepers Creepers Reborn, I don't care for it too much. But I got my real ID before they even did anything. I love the first ones, Mr. Rubin. But the fourth one, mm-mm. I'm good on that one. The third one's okay. I will say that. But the fourth one, I don't, mm-mm. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't even know about that new Real ID. Good morning, Mr. Eric Foss. It wasn't the start. Like, I didn't even know that that was a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. The Real ID thing, I didn't know. I really didn't. I didn't know that the Real ID was a good damn thing. And then I got it, and then I heard about it like a week later. I was like, oh, dude, I just got mine. I'm like, what you mean I need a new one called a Real ID? You know what I'm saying? And then I go look, I go, oh snap, mine is a Real ID. I got the. See, I don't look at that stuff, church. Like, you know, when people also say that, "Good morning, Buster Love." You know, they say that about the $1 bill, about the crap about the all seeing eye and shit. I don't necessarily believe in some of that shit myself. Just technically, um, to me, it's not even like worth it or whatnot. Why do some people got the stars and some people don't? That's the question of the hour. But oh, my back's itching. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sorry, y'all. I had a back itchy. I don't know if y'all ever got those far, but I was sitting there looking at the horror movies I did watch. Now, if y'all get a chance to watch The Wolfman, it is good. Have y'all seen the previews for the new Wolfman? It's really a good movie. You are a real mofo, Miss Rubin, and actually, if somebody gets to talk to you, you're like one of the most like chillest persons, and like you're willing to have conversations with people and actually get to know them, get to talk to them. And that's one thing I love about you, Mr. Rubin, is that like you don't jump the gun. You have a conversation with somebody. You talk to somebody. Driving records, prisons, and felonies. Oh, well, I got the star. I guess I ain't got no drive. Well, I don't have a driving. Yeah, I know it's 5 a.m. on the West Coast. On the West Coast. I ain't got no felonies. I ain't got no record whatsoever. And there's a reason why. I just never got caught. No, I never did anything. Oh my God, y'all! This one time, I totally jaywalked, and I should totally turn myself into the popo. I totally jaywalked. Um, but I was gonna show y'all the trailer for Wolfman. If you haven't seen it, I really did like that movie a lot, actually. Um, and I believe they're starting with this. The Dark trilogy. Kind of like Marvel has their thing and all that other stuff. But I'm gonna show y'all. We're gonna do the preview of Wolfman. It's actually really good. And you can watch it on streaming right now. I gotta figure out where. Hold on, I'll tell y'all. I think it's let's see where you can watch it, and I'll tell y'all all the places you can watch it. Okay, so Wolfman is on Peacock Premium, Google Play, Microsoft Fandango, Apple TV. Um, let's see, where else can you watch it? Because I know that's not the only places. But yeah, it says Peacock, Apple TV, Google, Fandango, Microsoft. Pretty sure you can rent it on a lot of things, but it says watching it on Peacock. Did we watch it on Peacock, babe? Or like, where did we watch Wolfman? It's actually pretty good. Oh no, that's been my hair color. That's my natural color, Mr. Buster. I dyed my hair black that time when I had it last year. Last year I dyed my hair black, but my hair is actually a regular brown. That's my natural color. I just let yeah, it was peacock. So I don't know if y'all have peacock, but I'm gonna show y'all the preview, and maybe it'll come out on other stuff. Um, I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share the preview, and we gonna watch it together. So for those who ain't seen, yeah, so that movie right there was actually really good. Good morning, Watcher Love, and also I really loved your live last night. You did that damn thing, girl. You did that damn thing. And I supposedly thought if you shut the fuck up and don't say nothing, people leave you alone. But that's not true. Cause I shut the fuck up and ain't bothered nobody, and I'm still being messed with. I'm like, damn, what the hell? But that movie is really good. It's called it's Wolfman, right? If you get a chance to watch it, I would suggest to. It was really good. There was a few more like new horror movies that we've watched recently that were really good. You know, if you have a horror movie that you would like to suggest that you have seen, that's new and whatnot. I haven't seen Terrifier 3 yet. I've seen the first and the second one. That movie's, it's a slasher type. I will say, if you ever watch the movie Cupid, don't waste your damn time. That movie wasted 2 hours of my time. I will refuse to ever watch that. Mm-mm. That's really cool, though. I'd like to hear that story. See, Mr. Rubin, that would be a good live to hear about or a good video for you to tell us about that. I've always had a connection to wolves in general because a lot of people don't know this, but um, when I looked back at my Cherokee heritage, right, we're a part of the wolf tribe. There's the wolf clan, the bear clan, the eagle, and there's another one, and I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it's basically from the totem pole, right? If you look at a totem pole, a Cherokee totem pole, that's what all the clans are, right? So if you look at the totem of each, a lot of them stand for, they have one that has all the clans, the different clans, and whatnot. And a lot of people will try to tell you their great 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 grandmother was an Indian chief's daughter, blah blah blah. What people don't know about the American Indian connection, and when you are, you know, yes, my great 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 grandmother was full blooded Cherokee Indian, and she married a German man. But the Indian's chieftain daughter does not go to the other tribe. It's vice versa. The male comes to the other person's tribe. The females don't leave their tribes. A lot of people think it's the women leave. No, the men switch tribes when they're fated to marry another. And yes, they did do arranged marriage back in those days. To try to keep from having a lot of issues. See, I always said I couldn't be a vampire. Let me tell you why. I'm gonna make y'all laugh right quick. Um, I I love garlic too much, right? And I love being out in the sun. So, well, I hate the sun, but love the sun at the same time. So I've always said I would be a hybrid, y'all. uh, yeah, they did arranged marriages back then. You got a message from God that was connected to the blue orb in your kitchen. That's actually pretty cool, Miss Beth. And a lot of people actually, if you believe, will pray enough and get spiritual messages. You know what I'm saying? Um, some people don't, some people do. You know? Heck yeah, all we need is our moon rings, church lady. I'm gonna be a hybrid like Klaus. Actually, I'd like to be but like his daughter, where I would be a werewolf, I'd be a witch, and I'd be a vampire all at the same time. Wouldn't that be cool? And I'm human, so I still get my human side, right? Shoot. Hey, honeybee love. I'd like to be a tribrid. What you talking about? That was cool. I did love me some Klaus. Now I tell you that. I am too. I am too, Miss Beth. I'm gonna tell you this. Jesus is my homie, and I talk to my homie every single day. We have a great connection, and my homie always looks out for me because I'm covered in the blood, baby. I am. I am. I am divinely favored, and I'm gonna tell you something. When you almost pass away and you have a near-death experience many times, and for some reason you keep getting saved, you know you here for a reason, and not just a season. Also, I did like the 28 weeks. I love zombie movies, and I do have cuz y'all know I tell y'all I play video games all the time. I do have The Last of Us Part 1 and I want to get Part 2. I want to play them because they were PlayStation exclusives, right? But I want to have them. I want to play them on my PC. They now are releasing them for PC. A lot of PlayStation exclusives because I have Ghost of Tsushima also, which is a PlayStation exclusive. Um, but I love zombie movies. I love like slashers are okay, but I like more like the creature type. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is about like creature types. I love creature types, right? Like, so I like watching zombie movies. I like watching the werewolf movies. I like watching the vampire movies. True Blood was one of my favorite series. Besides, I did love the originals. I did love that stuff, but True Blood was my shiznit because it was a southern thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I know. I also saw and cried about Joel, Church Lady. I also did. I watched somebody else play it. Yes, I went in. I'm going in with spoilers. Hey, Miss Linda. I gotta make sure that I am subscribed to you, beautiful honeybee. I know I am, but I gotta make sure I am. You know how it is. Like you got so many subscriptions. Sometimes I don't even get my damn notifications because I guess I have so many people that I'm subscribed to that it just wants to be an a hole to me. I don't know why. Yes, I am. I am subscribed. I just making sure. I will say this right here. It's really sad when people like to play games and do things to people offline. I have never and will never. I have never contacted anybody's family off here. I've never put anybody's phone number on here, done those things or whatnot. I don't bother people's channels. You know what I'm saying? Um, and all that other stuff. Hey, D Ham. That was my cat. That was my cat, church lady. She been acting crazy recently. I think she trying. She We don't really know her age. Let me tell you the story about the cat. So, hubby was with this lady who had a cat. She stayed with him. She left. They broke up. Blah blah blah. She left the cat. Didn't care what happened to her. Did not care what happened to the cat. Right? Did not care. Could care less what happened to that baby. Right? And so he ended up keeping her. And we don't know how old she is. We don't know her age. He's had her for quite a while, so we really don't know. You know, but she's loved. She had like to come out of her shell and all this other stuff. She's such a sweet girl, and all this other stuff. But so I hate when people do that stuff when you get an animal because here's the thing: animals don't understand when humans, you know what I'm saying? When humans do stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And that's at the very least, babe. She could be older than that. Um, Humans don't. I mean, kitties and puppy dogs and animals don't understand when their owners do that stuff to them. It's really sucky because animals don't deserve that. All animals, to me, and I love a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. I love every one of y'all beautiful people in this chat, but animals to me are better than humans will ever be. Will ever be. They don't do nothing wrong to nobody. They're sweet. They're innocent. They're kind. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why some people decide to, treat animals badly. I've seen some videos of that Tony Pizza guy hitting his little puppy, and it really upsets me. Like, animals don't deserve that shit. Animals are innocent little babies, they're cherubs. And they deserve all the happiness and the love in the world and to be able to live their life to the very fullest. But yeah, it's really messed up when people go real life, in my opinion, Honeybee, and decide to take it offline or attack people's children or family and all this other stuff. No matter what words are said on the internet, no one deserves that. You know what I'm saying? No one deserves that. That should not be a thing. You should be able to go back and forth and beef with people on the internet and not have that shit happen, in my opinion. Hey, Georgia girl. I have not seen my Georgia peach, okay? And if y'all see her, tell her I miss her something terrible and I'm worried about her. Tell her don't be doing that shit to me and not me not be able to seize her. I hate that. And I was so happy to see Miss Justice yesterday in Miss Watcher's chat because y'all know I love me some Miss Justice. Speaking of which, church lady, you were asked about her yesterday after you left. Miss Justice was in the chat. I don't know if you saw her. I don't know if you saw her. I know, right, Miss Linda? Animals love us unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? They're innocent little cherubs. They're babies. They're babies. They don't deserve none of that stuff. I can't stand to see somebody abuse an animal. And I'm going to tell you something. The people who lied on me, there's some stuff I could say that you don't want to know. And it's the truth. But I don't do that stuff. Do you know how many times I've saved their animals from getting hit in the street? How many times I walked out in that street and saved them animals? How many times I almost got hit by a car to save their dogs? Because I don't want to see that happen because I love animals. Took them back to them and wondered why they wouldn't, make a little pin for the animal. You know what I'm saying? So the animal can't get hurt. You know what I mean? Like, if you live near a road where people go 60, 70, 80 miles an hour and they don't care about no speed limit, and you have a small little tiny pup or even a big one, create a pen. Have a dog pen for your animals so they don't get hit. Like, protect your babies at all costs. Like, I have a fenced in backyard for mine. You know what I'm saying? And when I didn't, I walked them on leashes. Made sure they were safe. You always got to protect your animal. And I will say, don't get more than what you can take care of, right? At the time when that person claimed that I stole the dog, first off, I wasn't even living there. And if the dog had been in that house with no water, no food, no electricity, everything's cut off in that house, has been for a very long time, that puppy would have passed away. How can you see a door open when nobody's living there? That's another question I want to ask. But, like, to literally try to claim that is BS. I had at the time too many animals. I wouldn't steal the dog. There's no reason. I don't steal people's animals. That's dumb. If I know the dog is taken care of, even if I think they should get a pin for the puppy, why would I take that? That's stupid. You know the animal's taken care of. You know what I'm saying? You've already got too many animals yourself at the time. Why would you do that? Unless you know the animal's completely being abused or something like that. Now, I will say, somebody has a big dog that they're not feeding enough. Big dogs got to eat more than little dogs. Look on the back of a dog food bag and it'll tell you, based on the weight of your animal, how much they should be eating. And ain't never one of my animals ever did without a damn thing. Yes, I had some rescues that may or may not have had health conditions that I couldn't fix for them. That has happened, yes. You know what I'm saying? Had some with cancer. Some with breathing problems. The veterinarian will tell you that cancer treatment only prolongs the life. There's only two options you have if they have that, and I can't stand for animals to get that. It really breaks my heart. And cats are more susceptible than dogs to that, and it really sucks. Yeah, animals feel love, pain, hunger. I'm gonna tell y'all something else. If y'all have somebody pass away and they were the owner of the pup, let the animal see the person. Do not keep the animal away from death. Let them see them, let them smell them, because then they'll understand that the person that passed away is actually gone. If not, the puppy or animal will continue to look for them, right? This way, the animal gets closure. They may be depressed for a little while. You may have to baby them, and give them special food and special treats and stuff. But they'll understand it better. I see a lot of people not doing that, and the problem with that is then the dog thinks the human abandoned them, and they're always looking for them and wondering what happened to them. I actually, let me tell you something about let me tell you what I did the other day, honeybee. I gotta tell you what I did the other day. So we were going down the road, right? And there was a turtle crossing the street, and we totally stopped and turned around to save the turtle. Because I didn't want it getting hit by a car. So we totally turned around and I saved the turtle. I'm going to tell y'all something. If you ever pick up a turtle and you're helping it cross the street, don't put it back on the other side where it came from, right? Whatever way the turtle is pointed, put it on the side that it's pointed to. Let me explain to you why. The turtle's just going to keep trying to cross the road or get to where it's going, right? So if you're helping the turtles and you see a turtle in the road, if it's facing towards the right, put it on the right. If it's facing towards the left, put it on the left. Because if you put it back to where, let's say it's facing the right and you put it on the left side, it's going to keep trying to cross that road to get to the right side. So put the turtle in what way it's facing. If you ever pick up a turtle, grab it barely with your fingertips on the back of the shell, right? Because you don't want to get your fingers too close to their feet. They do have claws. Don't get your hand too close to the head. They do have chompers. They will bite you. Even box turtles will bite you. Um, even terrapins. And I had to tell somebody, you can have a terrapin as a pet. You can't have a loggerhead as a pet. If you do have a loggerhead, be very careful. Now, you can have it as a pet, but be very careful because they can snap your hand off. They can snap your fingers off. They do have a very powerful jaw. And even with terrapins that are mostly found in lakes and things like that, you have to be careful because they have that little V on the front of their mouth, and that can do some damage to you. So be very careful if you are saving the turtles from the road, right? Take your fingertips and between the front of the feet and the back, and just barely have your fingertips on the side so they can't claw you with their feetsies. And sometimes they will hiss at you. Don't freak out and drop them or throw them, okay? They will hiss at you sometimes, okay? Just saying, don't freak out. If you grab them correctly, or you could keep some good gloves in your car to where when you pick them up, you won't have to worry about it. Um, you know, uh, Now I will say, some people I've seen them grab the turtle from the back of the shell and from the front. I wouldn't do that because I'm not getting my hand near their face and near their head where they can bite the bejesus out of me. I'm not doing that. So there's a spot right in the center of their shell between the front feet and the back feet. If you grab it just right, they can't claw you. Okay? I'm just giving y'all little things. So y'all don't accidentally, hurt yourselves. Don't ever try to put your hand out to a turtle to pet it. Don't do that. You could get bit and it hurts. And technically, if the turtle's big enough, you could lose a finger. When they latch down, they latch down. You're not gonna be able to get it loose, and don't rip, or you'll rip your skin out. Your best bet is to try to get something to prise the jaws open to release your hand. Don't try to rip your hand away even though it's in pain, because you're gonna rip a lot of meat off yourself. I'm just saying, this is just, don't put your hand near their mouth. And if you do get a pet turtle, turtles need not just land, but they need water. So you have to, let's say you're going to have a pet turtle, right? You have to make sure they have an aquarium where they have a land portion and they have a swimming portion. And you have to make sure, depending on how big the turtle is, that it has a big enough room to swim in, okay? They do eat small fish, bugs. You can buy crickets, mealyworms to feed them. You can buy little tiny, bait fish. Like you could get small ones. They eat quite a few different things in the wild or whatnot, leaves, different things. Mostly, I've always heard people say they give crickets and mealyworms because they're the easiest thing to get. But just make sure that and also something that a lot of people don't know, it's actually not good to take a turtle out of the wild. Let me explain to you why. When turtles get big and they start growing, do you believe that they will change their shell? Yes, they do. And um, they like lettuce, tomato, pretty much, and they do get depressed staying inside. So I'm just gonna say this: if you want them as a pet, I would suggest digging a little thing outside and still letting them be free. I myself, I don't keep turtles as pets because they're a wild animal. And I've had a bunch of them because when you own a lake, guess what happens? You have a bunch of them. They love being there. Um, they absolutely love the lake, right? Lettuce, carrots, tomatoes. They love a lot of different things. They're really good animals. They do live a very long lifespan, also. Have a blessed day, Georgia girl. That's true, Mr. Rubin. Sometimes they got ninja weapons. You gotta watch out for them. And if they have a rat buddy, then you really need to be scared. I'm just saying, if they have a rat buddy, you need to be scared. But it's like this: if you decide to have any wild animal as a pet, please look up the proper techniques to take care of them, all the things that they need. You also have to, there's different things with like having a turtle within stuff. They can absolutely get different kinds of bacteriums and stuff. So you have to treat the water correctly and all this other stuff. You have to keep that water cleaned out. And all this, like, there's a lot that goes into taking care of a turtle that people don't know. If you're going to take an animal from the wild, please make sure you take care of it responsibly. Just like with lizards and snakes and I had pygmy hamsters for a long time. Um, and I had two of them, and both of them lived to be, I think one was 7 and one was 8 years old. One was named Xena, the warrior princess, and the other one was named Athena. Um, you know, because she was a goddess. And so Xena, I got her first, and she was my widow baby, and they were the pygmy miniature pygmy hamsters, and I had them the little balls they could run around the house in while I was cleaning out their cages. I had them those little running things. I had gotten them. A lot of people don't know this, but hamsters, rabbits, and a lot of different animals sometimes need mineral box or mineral, like for the little ones like that you get these little wheels, and there's a mineral one, a salt one, and a sugar one, right? And you can put it on a thing and attach it to the side of their cage, because they do need those mineral blocks along with the food that you buy them, and a lot of people don't know that. And I'm like, yeah, just like big cows, you'll see farmers get the cows mineral blocks, salt blocks, sugar blocks. Same thing for you know horses. A lot of animals technically really need those. Now, our dogs and cats, most of the time, their minerals are actually mixed in with their food. But sometimes your animal may need something more. There's this medicine that's good for joint pain. I shared it on my while back a while back. It's called Colsaline or something like that. Um, it's actually really good when you have a pup with like hip problems or something, or they got joint issues, it works really well. What's the name of that dang? Oh yes, Cosequin. This is it right here. I'll show y'all. Let me show you. Present screen. This stuff right here works really good for pups. This joint health right here, Cosequin, works really good if you have a senior pet, or you start having, like, you have a dog that has joint issues, leg issues, back pain, back problems with their, like, stuff. It works really well. Now, a veterinarian will tell you that you want to be careful giving your animal baby Tylenol or baby Motrin. You can, but don't do it all the time. Let me explain to you why. They have to be careful with animals when it comes to any medications. You can give an animal Benadryl, children's Benadryl, for allergies and stuff, but not every day. The reason you have to be careful with that is because it can affect, just like a human, it can affect the liver and all those things. So anytime that you have to, let's say your animal has an allergy real bad, and they start getting hives, call your vet before you do anything, and ask them what would be the best medication, and they'll tell you. There is a lot of things that is over the counter for humans that they absolutely do use for animals. But you don't give the dosage of a human, like an adult human, to a dog. Um, I'll show you what I'm talking about. And I wish they sold Benadryl specifically for dogs, but they don't, and different things like that. Unless I've not known about that. And you have to be careful what kind of medicine. Um, but Oh, they do now. Y'all, they sell it now. Hold on, I gotta show y'all. Oh my god. They didn't for the longest. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just super excited. They're starting to come out with more things. Okay. Because y'all know I love animals. But they do have, I have tried this versions of calming treats for the cat when we moved, so the cat wouldn't be scary or scared. So we did do the calming treats. Um, to make her not be so, jumpy and scared and all this stuff. But they sell the antihistamine now in puppy use. Provides temporary relief from sensitive itching skin, insect bites and stings, and travel anxiety. So they do sell it now, which is awesome because, they'll tell you what you can and can't if you Google it most of the time, right? Google is your best friend. As a licensed veterinarian, I would say Benadryl is safe for dogs when given at the appropriate dosage. It is an antihistamine that can help alleviate symptoms of allergies such as itching, swelling, and sneezing. But they'll tell you what the guidelines are and what they can take and what they can't take, and all this other stuff. If you look it up on, like, thevets.com right here, like this website, um, and children's Motrin and stuff like that, they'll tell you, like, if you have a dog that has pain, they're like, if they're elderly and let's say they got, you want to give them something, let's see, children's Motrin. I'll show y'all that for dogs. Um, it says, what is it for pain relief? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, look, Chewy's got a new thing, y'all. Y'all know I love Chewy. Oh, I accidentally pressed stopped. Uh, Chewy has a pet pain relief called Meta Natural 12 homeopathic medicine for pain for cats, dogs, and horses. So they have a new gel for sore muscles. There's carpafin, which is what they tell you now to give your animal. They have oh, that's awesome. I'm so proud of them, like, stepping on up in the world. Yeah, the Chewy has the calming treats. They're really good for animals when you are taking them on long car rides or something like that. I actually had a raccoon. Used to be at my old house. I called it my pet raccoon. He would come up and chill with me, like I could sit right next to him, and we used to feed him. And his name was Bandit, and then I had Bandit Junior. Mhm. I had, yeah. Yeah, the vet will tell you that stuff, Miss Linda, about Pepto. They'll tell you can give them Pepto. There's certain things that you can give them, certain things you can't. They'll tell you to be very careful with like Motrin or Tylenol or anything like that because it can build up on the liver, and it can cause liver failure in animals. So that's why I always tell people suggest call your vet. They told me when my dog had an upset stomach once to give him pumpkin, pure pumpkin. Make sure it didn't have like the spices, like the cinnamon or sugar or anything in it. But to get pumpkin in the can, they told me to do that, and then if he tolerated the pumpkin, that would help. And then they said to do like chicken and rice for the next few days for meals. To because plain chicken, just plain chicken, boiled like chicken breast and shredded. And they told me to do rice after the pumpkin, right? If he could tolerate. But yes, they told me to make sure the pumpkin was plain with no sugar in it, no spices. Hey, Montrese love. Um, yeah, that they told me pumpkin or sweet potato in a can, but you got to make sure it ain't got no extra stuff in it. You know what I mean? Because my dog had an upset stomach one day, and so I called the vet, and they told me, um, yeah, the brat diet. Exactly, honeybee. They specifically, yeah, they'll tell you to give them Pedialyte. Also because they obviously need their electrolytes back if they get sick, just like a little kid. So a lot of times when I think about animals or dogs or cats, I think about how would you do with a small child. You know what I'm saying? Because that's basically what they are. Think about it. Our animals are kids that will never grow up, right? They're like our little children. Like they, you know what I'm saying? They're always our babies. They're always our kids. Yes, salmon is so good for them, Miss Linda, because like Miss Honeybee said, the omega fatty threes, and stuff like that. So if you can, like one of my animals, there's only one thing I could get him to eat when he was sick, and believe it or not, I'm gonna tell y'all something that helped my animals. You remember when the cat COVID came around? Let's just, or the animal, and animals could get it. My cats got it, and I lost two of my elderly cats because of that crap. But I saved my kittens and my younger cats. Y'all want to know what helped my animals get through it? I had actual penicillin and Bactrim and different things in my refrigerator that I got for my animals. It did not work for COVID. It did not help them with that upper respiratory. It did nothing. Y'all want to know what helped? Elderberry. Elderberry extract. I got some elderberry extract and I gave them a dosage of it. Of the just one, I think it was one teaspoon, not even a teaspoon. It was like the 1 milliliter in one of those little tubies. Quite literally, I was able to save my kitten by using elderberry extract. The penicillin didn't work. Now I will tell y'all this: if you have baby kittens, or let's say you save a mommy kitten and the babies get an infection in their eyes, you take and you put one drop of penicillin in each eye, and it will clear it up. Just a drop. Just a drop, and it will clear it all up. It'll clear up anything that goes on with that. Because y'all have seen some of these kittens um, that are raised out in the wild, like you're trying to save them You know what I'm saying? They're like wild. Their mom's a wildcat, and they were like underneath this weird thing, and they got like real bad problems with their eyes and stuff because of it. If you start noticing like drainage from their eyes, that works. Yeah, the elderberry honeybee. Penicillin did not work. No. I had like tried to build their immune system up with other things. I did everything I could. And elderberry extract actually worked. It cleared up their upper respiratory. It made them eat and drink. And I was super surprised. I was super surprised. I'm gonna tell y'all something. That elderberry extract works really well with animals when they're sick, and you don't have to give that much. I think I gave like 1 milliliter. You know what I'm saying? One or two, depending on size of the animal, the weight of the animal. Um, and it worked really well. Like I mean, the upper respiratory cleared the infection within days after it. But before I gave that, I was trying everything. I was like freaking out because obviously nobody wants their animals to be sick. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants that stuff. So I was like, you know what? It's either I'm gonna try it. It can't hurt them. You know what I'm saying? So I tried the elderberry extract and it worked. And I was like, oh my god, have a great day, Miss Linda. I hope you have a good day and be safe out there if you're on these roads. You're out traveling or whatnot. Make sure you please take care of yourself and send your family much love. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. If you're going to work, I hope you don't have to deal with crazy people. That's what I always tell my people who work in customer service after I'm done with talking with them. I try to make them laugh and have a good day and smile. And I tell them, I say, I hope you don't have to deal with a crazy person today. I hope ain't nobody screaming at you for you just trying to do your job. I mean, how many of our amazing people out here work in customer service and have to deal with the public and it's not you just trying to do your job and they just screaming at you for no damn reason. I'm like, shit, they just trying to do their job. They can't help, cause something happened. Yeah, we're gonna say that no more Karens, no more Darrens, no more Darrens. No Karens and no Darrens. Thank you very much. And I'm not talking about the good Karens or good Darrens in this world. We all know what I'm talking about. Because there are good people named Karen, and there are good people named Darren who, you know, don't act like those foolish, crazy motherfuckers. Just saying. We have a few Darrens out on these YouTube streets. We sure do. We have a few of those crazy mofos running around here. I don't know if when I get off here, I'm deciding on whether I'm going to watch a TV show or I'm going to go play a video game. And I know I got other stuff to do, but I'm talking about, just stuff to do after all that. Obviously, I always, deal with regular everyday stuff. We all do. We all clean. We all cook. We all, scrub the toilet. We all do all the other things and doing the laundry and taking care of the kids and doing all that shit. But, you know, we all do that. That's just norm for everybody, right? But like, I'm deciding because today it's gonna rain, so I don't really want to go out in the pouring down rain. Cause down south, I'm gonna say this. I think it's cute. Y'all northerners think y'all be getting rain and be saying it's pouring. Have you ever been to a southern rainstorm where you can't see not even an inch in front of your face? Like you can't see the side of the road. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when we say we have downpours, baby, it's like I can't even see from my front porch the stuff in the driveway sometimes. It be getting rough out here. I may have to bring in baby girl today. See, I when she first showed up, I've told y'all about the pretty baby puppy dog, which I'm going to show y'all the pretty baby puppy dog right quick. Hold on, let me show you the pretty baby puppy dog. Edit avatar. This is when she first came up. She's a little bit bigger than it now. Obviously, she's more healthy. We had to give her a flea treatment. We had to give her a 7-in-1 dewormer. And all this stuff, and just to make sure she's healthy, she's happy, you know what I'm saying? To make sure she couldn't spread nothing to the other animals, had to watch her, make sure she didn't have, problems, anything, because obviously you don't. I'm gonna say this: if you pick up a new pup from the side of the street, you do want to keep them separated from your other animals at first, and I'm gonna explain to you why. You don't know what they were exposed to. You got to make sure they're healthy before you do that, or every animal in your home will get sick, right? So, what you want to do is you want to slowly, also, after you start bringing them in, you want to slowly integrate them with each other. So they can get more used to each other and all that other stuff. And at first, they might growl at each other, but that's okay. Sometimes they do that. They'll get used to each other. You just have to give them time. Slowly integrate, like let them play together for a little while, then put the puppy up. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Um, but you want to make sure you give them flea treatments. You want to make sure you give them, worm dewormers, especially if they're very young, like she is. She's maybe 2 to 3 months old. So you want to make sure you do everything you got to do, make sure she's healthy. Then you slowly integrate. Miss Beth wanted to say for folks who buy coffee, rice, olive oil, sugar, anything imported that you eat, news claims by August we will have bare shelves in stores because of tariffs. Prices are going up now. Hell, that's right, Miss Perdita. Hell, we can't afford shit right now. Hell, the price of eggs so damn high. It just keeps going up, don't it? I'm gonna tell you something that is going to affect that people aren't going to think about, Miss Beth. A lot of like Xboxes, video games, computers, they're going to go astronomically high because a lot of people don't know a lot of the things that we get inside of our computers, a lot of the motherboards, a lot of the chips, it's all imported from other places. And so there's a lot of things that people aren't going to think of that are absolute imports that it's going to affect. It's not just going to affect your food, it's going to affect certain medications, it's going to affect, certain ingredients that are found in some of our, like our over the counter minerals and things like that we buy, like vitamin E and different things. A lot of those are imports. A lot of that stuff is imports. So it's going to affect a lot more than just food, than just coffee, than just rice. Um, if imports start becoming a problem, we're going to have a lot of things that we're not going to be able to afford because of imports. Yep, a lot of electronics and meds and different things like that. It's going to affect a lot. People don't understand it's more than just certain things. What up, shit show? How you doing? How you doing, Mr. AC? You doing all right? How's the babies? How's the wifey? Work been going good? Yeah, vehicles are going to start going up. A lot of things. Yeah, sites like Timu, AliExpress, Wish, etc., they will become useless because the price for the tariffs and the shipping and all this other stuff is going to go so astronomical that you just be better buying that same thing at your local area or finding it somewhere in a local place than it would be. A lot of people buy from those sites because it's so cheap, right? But they're gonna if that continues, that'll become so astronomical it won't even be worth it at that point. It really won't at that point, if you think about it. And it's going to affect a lot of things that people don't even think about, like simple things that you wouldn't think about. Yeah, they're all wholesale Chinese sites. That is true. Um, and a lot of the wholesale things, a lot of the things, that we, there's a lot of things that's going to affect, like your clothing. And that's not just from China, that's from different places. Like a lot of things that we get are imports. If you really look at the list, it's crazy. And I was on somebody else's. Oh yeah, I was Miss Heidi Black. I love Miss Heidi Black. If y'all didn't know, I was on her channel the other day. And we was talking about the Epstein and how I believe now they said they did release Epstein's list, but y'all know they hid some people from that list. Y'all know they ain't telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth on Epstein's list. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know it. Y'all know they kept some names off that damn list. Y'all know they didn't release everything. Medical equipment, yup. Let me put my avatar back right quick, y'all. We gonna look at this right quick. This is about Epstein's list. Y'all know that they ain't put up everything about that list, and they not going to. There's some people they gonna protect, and they gonna keep their name off that damn list. We ain't stupid. We smarter than they give us credit for. Let me skip this damn thing and turn it up now.
Congratulations.
Yay!
Now that you got the easy stuff done by comparing insurance rates with Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can start.
Let's oh, I'm going to slowly try to read over some of this, um, and like show y'all what. It says Ghislaine Maxwell, Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, David Copperfield, John Conley, Alan Dershowitz, Leonardo DiCaprio, Al Gore, Richard Branson, Stephen Hawking, Edu Barak, Michael Jackson, Marvin Minsky, George Lucas, John Luke Brunel, Kate Blanchett, Naomi Campbell, Sharon. These are some of the names that are on the list. Sharon Churcher, Bruce Willis, Bill Richardson, Cameron Diaz, Glenn Dubin, Eva Anderson Dubin, Dubine, Noam Chomsky, Tom Pritzker, Chris Tucker, Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., James Michael Ostrich, Juan and Maria Alisi, Jornez Beninsky, I don't know how to, Jan Usis, I don't know how to say that damn name, that's a weird name, Bella Klein or Clean, Leslie or Leslie Groff, Victoria Bean, Rebecca Bolin, Dana Burns. These are names that were on the list. Ron Eppinger, Daniel Estes, Annie Farmer, Maria Farmer, Anoska D. Giorgio, Luis Free, Frederick Fiaca, Alexandra Fiaca, Jojo Fontanella, Virginia Gruffy, Guereffi, I don't know how to say that last name, Lynn Miller, Crystal Fierro, Anthony Ferrego, Erica Ganny, Megan Garvin, Sheridan Gibson Butt, Ross Gow, Fred Graff, Robert Greffrey, Philip Gurdrin, Gurd, I don't know, some of these last names are weird, and some of the first names, but anyway, Alexandra Hall, Joanne Harrison, Shannon Harrison, Victoria Hazel, Brittany Henderson, Brett Jaff, Forrest Jones, Sarah, I think that's Clint. Yeah, Clint. Andrea Ross, Carol Kess, Dr. Stephen Olson, Stephanie Kaufman, Wendy Lee, Peter Listerman, Tom Lyons, Nadia Marakova, Bob Mester, Jamie Mellison. And you know they left some names off this list, y'all. Donald Morrill, David Mullen, David Knorr, Joe Giano or Pangiano, uh, May Palegra, Palaga, Stanley Pottinger, Detective Joey Ren Carey, Chief Michael Ritzer, Ronaldo and Deborah Rizzo. I just thinking about this shit. Sky Roberts, Kimberly Roberts, Lynn Roberts, Haley Robson, Dave Rogers, Alfredo Rodriguez, Scott Rothenson, Forrest Sawyer, Doe Shotello, Joanne Scholberg, or Schosberg, Cecilia Stein, Marianne Strong, Mark Toffen, Emily Taylor, Brent Tyndale, Kevin Thompson, Ed Turtle, Les Wessner, Abigail Wexner, Crescendia Valdez, Emma Vaughn, Anthony Valderas, Christina Venero. They're I will say, Jared Weisfield, Sharon White, Courtney Wild, Daniel Wilson, Mark Zoff, Alfredo Rodriguez, Dr. Christopher Donahue, Dr. Wawa. Who's Dr. Wawa? Judith Lightfoot. I wonder if some of these names are actual real names or like people's made up fake names. I wonder this stuff. But these are like y'all can. I'm gonna pause and y'all can read some of the names. But that was the end of the list, just about there. There was a lot of doctors on that list.
The early May bank holiday is here, and what?
But that's crazy to think about. There's way more on that list. You know what I'm saying? Than they're letting even us know about. There's way more on that list. Oh, okay, so it says right here, if you read this, who each one of the people are and whatnot. Because some of those names, obviously, I've never heard of. You know, they're some of them are workers for him. It says Leslie or Leslie Groff documents defer. Epstein's former secretary was named as a co-conspirator in 2008 plea deal, but reportedly will not be charged. Maria Farmer was Annie Farmer's sister, who also accused Epstein of SA. That person accused Epstein. That person right there says he urged Mr. Clinton to cut ties with Epstein. So these names on the list, they also tell you who each one of the people are. So I don't know why the video didn't also, tell you everything. But I believe there's also a lot more people on the Epstein list. That's just my opinion. Yeah, I think some of them are stage names too. I will say that. But, you know, anybody got any plans for the rest of their day? Anybody going live that anybody knows about that we may all want to watch and go, ooh. You know what I'm saying? We might want to go, ooh, this sounds interesting. I know Watcher did her live last night. I'm not sure if she's going to do us a little ride along today or who else might be going live. I told Twin Mama, Miss Betty and Miss Danny, that I'm super excited for their new show, The Third Degree. And I can't wait to see what they do and what kind of content they're going to put out. Like, cause I get super excited about like when people do like their 100% content kind of situation. Like with me, a lot of people I've seen have like when they do interviews with people and they do like stuff. I love watching that stuff. Love watching when people talk about situations. And I really, really can't wait to see what they do and what their content is going to be. I think it's going to be super amazing, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do with their content. I almost fell asleep, Miss Beth. I did. I almost fell asleep myself, but I'm glad I didn't miss anything last night. It was a good one, Miss Beth. It was a good one. Hell, I didn't know people was still talking about me. I ain't even bothered them. I know it's crazy. I love when we do the little ride alongs and different stuff. I think it's fun. I can't wait till she does her little car thing. I think that's gonna be fun. And maybe we'll get some clips, even if she can't like necessarily record it. Maybe she'll do like somebody have somebody record it. Her going around the track. Maybe they'll be in the stands or something. I'm not sure how that's all gonna work. How we gonna be able to see it, but I can't wait. I can't wait to see what all everybody's gonna do. And I done told Mr. Rubin. Mr. Rubin needs to do that thing where he reads me bedtime stories. Like I would be super excited if he could read me a children's book. Okay? I want him to read me books to go to sleep to. I mean, he could tell me scary, creepy pasta stories if he wants to. I'll be okay with that. He could tell me, creepy stories. I'm cool with that too. It's just his voice is so relaxing. Like I would listen to him every night before I fell asleep, and because I listened to the Mr. Creeps guy, and I listened to Mr. Grimm, and I listened to Lighthouse Horror and Horror on the Rocks before I go to sleep now. And if Mr. Rubin did that, I would totally listen to his channel before I fell asleep every night because his voice is just super relaxing. He could be reading me like a serial iller, and just everybody getting murdered and all kind of crazy things, right? And I would sleep like a baby just because his voice is super relaxing. He's got that voice. He's just got that radio voice. He's got that super relaxing voice that just calms you the fuck down even when you're pissed the fuck off. Like he just got that. Like not everybody got that, you know? And y'all don't tell him I said that, okay? Shh. No, I've said it before. I think there's certain people that have really super relaxing voices. They're really like just good to talk to and have fun with. Yes, his laugh is also very contagious. I think Mr. Rubin needs to do his own version of content of whatever he chooses to do, because I think that he has that personality that people gravitate to, right? And if you gravitate to a person's personality, that makes you a really good creator. And I believe he has that. So maybe if I tell him to do it enough, or I go, you should totally do it, maybe he'll do it. I don't know. He's a grown up. We can't. Here's the thing: we can't tell any other grown up in this world what to do. Right? They're grown ups. They're gonna do what they choose to do. Right? We can't change anybody's mind on anything. When people have their mind set to a specific set, they're gonna keep it that way. Right? But yes, I really want Mr. Rubin to do his own show. I really do. I think he'd be awesome. And he could totally just be talking about, like what he was talking about in chat about horror movies and doing reviews on horror movies. And I would totally watch it. I think he has the it factor. And he can disagree with me all he wants. But I'm just saying. I think the way that he deals with situations, the way that he gives people an opportunity and he talks to people and he sees what's going on, has a great conversation, and like explains things in a way that is calming and not confrontational. I believe that he could be a very good content creator. And but y'all don't tell him I said that now. Yeah, y'all didn't hear that from me. Is anybody else? Do y'all know if anybody else is going live today? Um, I'm not really sure myself. Um, Let me go see. Oh, well, we have Mr. MRE is live right now for anybody who wants to go over there. We have, before I end, we have YTC from the she does some beef sector content and talks about what's going on. We have MRE, Miss Tracy, Court TV, and Law and Crime are both live. We have the Verbal Assassin is live. We have Aunt T Fee about the facts. We have Miss W Milton, Miss Ronnie IQ, and if you're from the Mo 3 sector, we have the Wise Man SD. That's what I'm seeing live right now. I'm going to refresh just to make sure I didn't miss nobody, because sometimes it does. That's why I said if you're live and I don't know about it, please let me know, or if you're going to go live, because sometimes notifications don't come in. And I believe that's about the same people. So Mr. MRE is live right now. And I'm going to share his live link. If anybody else is going live later, please let us know. So I'm going to share this right now in the live, and we're going to get out of here and go see what everybody. I do miss. I met Miss Kaylee that one time, and I would like to, see her come back so I could get to know her better. And I think it's crazy that anybody would make, even if it's true or not true, to make fun of anybody for having any kind of health condition is really fucked up in my opinion. Just my opinion. Everybody's got an opinion. You know what they say about it. Everybody is valid to have their own. I also don't believe it's cool to, hurt anybody or talk about anybody's medical condition in a disparaging manner. That's just me. Because you never know. Here's the thing. I'm going to say this. You never know when that could happen to you. You know what I'm saying? You never know when it could be your family member. You never know when the bad things that you're wishing upon others or putting on other people can happen to you. People don't think about those things. You know what I mean? So, and you're sitting there talking about, like, Miss Gangsta Sauce and her medical condition. She's lucky to be here. You know what I'm saying? So, wishing all those bad things on people and all that other stuff and talking bad about somebody's health condition, not cool. Not cool. Not good. Not a good look. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish those things upon anybody. Like, I don't. It's not cool to me. Even the baddest people in the world, I don't don't do those things. Because that's not the type of human I am, and I refuse to turn in to those people. I refuse to become them. I will never do that. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to, no matter what's going on with Miss Kaylee, we're going to pray for her. No matter what's going on with Miss Gangsta Sauce or anybody else, we're going to keep them in our prayers, and we're going to love them up. And I will see y'all later on these streets. Much love, beauties. Bye.
From the TUBELO, I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show. From the TUBELO, I'm reppin' my hood till the day that I go. From the TUBELO, I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show. From the TUBELO, I'm ripping my hood till the day that I go.
I'm from the west side, we don't need no introduction, this was the best ride. We all big boy rolling and holding, come take a test drive. Hilldale, Evergreen, Glenkirk, Outer Street, bending every corner on the west, and that's where I'll be. Sunroof back, checking seat banging down 1800, chunking up the deuce to my post slanging down on 1800. Show no love to the ladies that's training round on 1800, making time stand still, crystalline swinging down on 1800. Watching out for them knuckleheads that be stangin' round on 1800. Big rims and low pros be blangin' round on 1800. Better completely change the way you're thinking about round 1800. Really hate to see you boys get left slanking round 1800. Out of street got some history, just let Captain C lay it out. If I don't finish it all on this one, let the second verse break it out. Remember the blue apartments from OG standing back there by 60 deep. Bull walking, saw blue a big Anthony using P.
I'm from the TUBELO, I'm reppin' my